This is ESPN Rivalry Week, presented by Samsung Mobile.
Texas Tech coach Mike Leach always enjoys a pregame cup of coffee. No mad scientist can work without a jolt of caffeine. For guard Brandon Carter, his workday starts by spiking his hair, like his favorite wrestler. But there's a Red Raider alert tonight. Oklahoma quarterback Sam Bradford puts points on the scoreboard like a pinball wizard. The show is about to start.
Will you get a load of this team? Not in your or even their wildest dreams. Were the Texas Tech Red Raiders ever in this position at this point in the season? Second in the polls, with a real shot at a Big 12 title and maybe more, much more, in the BCS to come. But across the line in prime time is perennial powerhouse Oklahoma, familiar with success and full of pride. With Heisman Trophy contenders all over the field, Harrell and Crabtree for Tech, Bradford for the Sooners. They could be putting up some mighty big numbers here in Norman tonight. Number 2, Texas Tech. Number 5, Oklahoma. On Saturday Night Football.
You are looking live at Oklahoma Memorial Stadium in Norman. Two teams from the Big 12 South face off with everything at stake. Conference championship implications and also national championship hopes ride on Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines. Tonight, the number 2 Red Raiders storm into Norman with the nation's longest winning streak, and they face the explosive offense of number 5, Oklahoma. Sellout crowd on hand. The BCS standings. Texas Tech taking dead aim at Miami in the BCS championship game. Oklahoma hopes to climb aboard with a big win here tonight. So is leading up to this game. The Sooners all fired up. The arrival of Graham Harrell of Texas Tech enjoying the moment. A little barking going on. Everybody all fired up. The Sooners ready to roll. This has been the Nissan pregame shift. Kickoff for number 2 Texas Tech at Oklahoma coming up next.
And he makes quick decisions.
2nd and 8, an option look with Murray still handling for another first down, breaking daylight across the 25-yard line. Out of bounds around the 22-yard line, and it is the Sooner running game of Bob Stoops that has the Red Raiders in retreat. 25 yards.
A great block there by Grisham to seal the inside from Marlon Williams, and then when you're a safety against this.
Down in goal line defense of McNeil. Hurries into position. They're going to go wide with Murray for the first touchdown of the game. Stepping outside to the right, and DeMarco Murray in with the evening's first touchdown. Second down and 5. Bradford has all day throwing to Grisham, who's wide open and in a foot race. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. The Sooners threatening again.
When you run the football, you start to get safeties and linebackers sucked in, and that's what happened here. You see the confusion, wide open on the backside. Duncan, the linebacker, trying to stay with Grisham. Not only is there
4-6 for 73 yards right now. Coming back with Brown.
Great blocking again up front. I'm telling you, this Oklahoma offense, it starts up front with the big boys that are able to just push back the Texas Tech defensive line.
Oklahoma with 150 yards of offense in the first quarter. 7 points, and more importantly, they shut out Texas Tech and held them to 50 yards. And we'll return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Side and gave Brown plenty of room.
Brown cut off, slashes back, touchdown OU.
The problem that Texas Tech is facing right now is this balance. If they load up to stop the run, then Oklahoma will throw it. If they stay back to prevent the big pass play, then they're being run on. Texas Tech has no other choice, and Mike Leach, known to be a risk taker, he's going to go for it here on 4th down.
Harrell needs 3 yards for the first. Steps away. Incomplete. The Oklahoma defense is the story. That's your headline here tonight. So far, it has been Boomer Sooner. Throwing to nothing but air.
Play as a group. Right now, they look like they're rattled as a team.
Play action going in zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Jermaine Gresham. That was a beautiful play action. Freezing the backers just enough. Gresham releases into the end zone. And Oklahoma is up by 3 touchdowns.
What you got to love about Oklahoma is sensing that Texas Tech is on the ropes. And
folks, that is 4 Oklahoma possessions and 3 touchdowns. Putting on a show in Norman, aren't they? Harrell stays, and Leach is going to roll the dice, folks.
Big roll the dice.
He doesn't want to give
21.
Bradford and the Sooners the ball right here with 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. You hate to say it's a must conversion, but the way things are going, this is as must as it gets. Backpedaling. Incomplete. Broken up by Brian Jackson, and it is Sooner football.
Well, when you have a quarterback who is rattled, he misses throws that he would typically make. Watch here from the left to the right. Well, you're not going to be able to see him, but the elf, Eric Morris, breaks free right behind the linebackers. He's wide open, and this is even before Graham Harrell decided he needed to move and get away from the pressure. But when you're rattled, when you're feeling the pressure, sometimes...
Need 7 on this 3rd down. Picks it up easy. Touchdown. Joaquin Iglesias. That was like backyard keep away. 28 yards and another Sooner score. Remember the 4th down gamble near midfield. When you give a red-hot offense the ball with that kind of field position, that's a big-time gamble that Coach Leach took. When you go on 4th down, he knows it better than anybody. You got to make it in that situation, and they didn't.
Man coverage underneath by Texas Tech, and you'll see Murray come to the outside. When he does that, you got a linebacker that clears out. When the linebacker clears out, look how open that is, and the move in the open field by Iglesias. One of the most prolific receivers in the history of Oklahoma football. Big, strong, but also very quick and able to get into the end zone.
Charbonnet goes down on the play, and He's walking off on his own. With Brown smashing into the end zone. They have made it look easy. In all the pregame hype and chatter about this game, the question was which defense is going to stand up? I think we've answered that here tonight, Herbie. Big difference. Intercepted at midfield. Picked off by Lewis. Lewis with great speed. Headed end zone. Just short. They've got all 3 timeouts in 21 seconds. Lewis, a converted safety. Didn't make it as a safety. He is a heck of a linebacker. Look at that official. Now Murray. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It's a stomping in Norman, folks, an old-fashioned stomping. Go! Better come prepared if you're going to play Oklahoma and Norman. Jimmy Stevens. Tacks it on.
Graham Harrell, the quarterback who has set the bar in college football this year with his accuracy and decision-making, continuing to struggle. An errant throw. Lewis showing tremendous speed. They say as a safety, now linebacker, he's a 4-5 guy right in front of the camera here. Well, right there. Carter comes in, pushing and shoving actually from both sides. Are we in Madison?
Mullen with an assortment of kicks here tonight. Woods. Check that Jamar Wall.
Presented by Samsung Mobile.
Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines, and we welcome you back to Norman, Oklahoma, where for the 4th time this season, the Sooners have scored at least 42 points in the opening half. Carter trying to fire him up, and Sam Bradford Kirk is ready to go back to work. And they can do with this 3rd and 2. Remember what Mike told Lisa at the end of the half? We didn't do the little things. That's a little thing. That's a first. No, they fumble it away, and it's Oklahoma football. The nightmare continues. Keenan Clayton scoops the fumble up and brings it back to the 2-yard line.
Said they got to do the little things, and this is a little thing, and that's a big thing. putting it on the ground. And how about the speed of the Sooners defense? When Clayton gets the ball, he's a tailback. He's pointing the blocks. Gets a huge one there by the freshman, Austin Box, and almost takes it into the end zone again. Watch this block coming in there. Oh, the fumble here by Woods, but what a big block there to spring Clayton loose. It's like a race to the end zone when these guys get a turnover.
Alexander leading the way too, and Brown battling, stop, still going, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I always talk to my 8-year-old twin boys about never stop moving your feet. How about the effort here by Chris Brown? Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth effort, never giving up. Kind of a defining play to the way this entire game has gone for Oklahoma and for Texas Tech. Great effort there by Chris. All of a sudden they've kind of just disappeared a bit off the radar, and you worry for them, and it needs to continue to be brought up that they did beat Oklahoma head-to-head, and that's going to be their one thing.
Oh, caught beautifully by Johnson. Oh, my.
Catches it with the left hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the injured elbow, they go 66 yards for a touchdown. We can't even talk about the BCS without them scoring a touchdown. Unbelievable here tonight.
Bob Stoops probably wants to show his appreciation for Manny Johnson because of what he's been able to do. It's the first time since the injury he's been able to come back, and there's Bob giving him a big hug to come back and have an impact and make a big play. What I can't believe is his left arm,
Let us go back to this spectacular catch by number 1. Here he comes. What a grab.
Nice catch. And this is how Sam Bradford gets his numbers, is he finds the opportunity in a one-on-one situation with his receivers against a defensive back, and he puts a very accurate throw. It's a great catch, but a heck of a throw again by Sam Bradford.
Let's go down below. They're going to come back with a screen themselves. Broyles, end zone. Wow. What a performance by the Sooners.
Hey, you got one team still out there playing 100 miles an hour in the red, and then you have the Texas Tech defense right now that's just beaten down mentally and physically. Great effort here by Broyles. Boy, they've gotten everybody involved with this Oklahoma offense tonight.
Right play. Get on me.
Congratulations, Sprint.
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. Again, the Sooners roll 65-21 over previously unbeaten Texas Tech. Next Saturday now, we'll be in Stillwater, Oklahoma for number 5 Oklahoma versus number 12 Oklahoma State, and that 5 will change for Oklahoma. It'll be Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines at 8 p.m. Eastern next Saturday night. So for Lisa Salters and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brent Musburger saying so long from Norman, and thanks for watching ESPN on ABC.